Hello and welcome to e-GMAT. We will solve question number 21 of OG Verbal Second Edition by using e-GMAT 3-step process. In the first step, we will understand the meaning of the sentence. In the second, we will evaluate the errors in the sentence, and finally, we will review all the answer choices to get to the correct answer. So let's begin. While depressed property values can hurt some large investors, they are potentially devastating for homeowners whose equity, in many cases representing a life's savings, can plunge or even disappear. Now, this sentence presents a few facts. It says that dipping property values can hurt some large investors. The same, however, can be devastating for homeowners whose equity can go down or even disappear. Now, notice that devastating denotes a higher degree of hurt than can hurt. So dipping property values can devastate homeowners. Now, how does that happen? Since in most cases these equities can be the entire life's saving of the owners, the dip in these equity values can totally devastate them. Now let us evaluate the errors in this sentence by splitting it into its clauses. So here comes the first clause. While depressed property values can hurt some large investors, here depressed property values is the subject and can hurt is the verb. After investors, we have a subject-verb pair, which means we have a clause here that reads, they are potentially devastating for homeowners. Here they is the subject and are devastating is the verb. Presence of whose marks the presence of another clause which reads, whose equity, in many cases representing a life savings, can plunge or even disappear. Here equity is the subject and can plunge or disappear is the verb. Now in the underlined portion of the sentence, plural they agrees in number with its antecedent property value. So we do not have any number agreement error here. Also, simple present tense verb can plunge in clause 3 states that the context of the sentence is set in the present tense. So the use of simple present tense are in clause 2 is also correct. Also notice that pronoun they correctly refers to depressed property values. Note that this pronoun is not ambiguous. It cannot refer to investors, another plural noun antecedent, because of logical and grammatical reasons. Grammatically, they is in the subject position and hence will have more affinity towards the noun in subject position of the preceding clause. Logically also, values is correct and investors is incorrect because investors cannot be potentially devastating for homeowners. That's illogical. So we do not have any pronoun ambiguity error here as well. Also, relative pronoun whose clearly refers to homeowner. So we do not have any modifier error here as well. There is no parallelism here, no idioms, and the way the sentence has been written, it correctly communicates the meaning of the sentence. So the sentence is correct as is. So choice A is the correct answer, but we'll still review the other answer choices. In choice B, we have the pronoun there. Now there does not have a clear antecedent. It logically should refer to homeowners, but the construction of this choice is such that there refers to the same antecedent that they refers to, which is property values. So there is very ambiguous here. Also, can means capability, and potential also means the same thing. So together this expression can potentially is redundant. So for these reasons, choice B is not the correct answer. In choice C, we again have this ambiguous there, which does not have a clear antecedent as in choice B. So C is also not the correct answer. In choice D, pronoun it refers to property values. Now this is not correct because it is singular and property values is plural. So we have noun antecedent number agreement error here. So this is the mistake in choice D. In choice E again, we have the same mistake as in choice D. It refers to property values, so the pronoun does not agree in number with its noun antecedent, and again we have this redundant expression can potentially. So for these two reasons, E is not the correct answer. So as we discussed in error analysis, choice A is the correct answer for this sentence. Time to take a look at the takeaway messages. Pronouns must always have a clear antecedent in the sentence, and they must also always agree in number with their antecedent. Also, we must avoid any redundant expression. Now, the concept tested in this sentence has been covered in e-GMAT Concepts Level 1 Pronouns.